Morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
Oh, you know, let's put it this way. If I was doing any better, I'd be you. That's what
Uh,
there's some guy at
that's
the Lions
funny.
Club that says that all the time. I go, "Oh, how you do it? If I was doing any better, I'd be you," he says. I go, "Oh, you're doing that bad, eh?"
All
That's how I
right.
respond.
Dang, do I need to call somebody for you? Like, do you need some help?
Poor
Ah,
thing.
that's funny.
Yeah, so that's kind of the response to that. Could I not just say, "I'm doing really good. How about you?" No. Lori's got to go right off into a tangent.
Why is that like that?
What?
The timer's on the wrong side. I'll fix it. Would you just keep talking about how
It's
terrible
on
you're
the exact
doing?
same size. I see it all the time.
Is it?
Yeah, well, to me, it is.
Maybe it's the placement of my camera because I have to hide that when I do our thumbnail. Okay, it was just really close to my head. It was the camera. Okay, I'm good.
Oh,
So I have to hide it when I do the thumbnail. That's why I'm always behind you on the thumbnail to hide the stupid timer.
oh, gotcha.
Now y'all know the secrets and tips and tricks of all the things.
I would have just left the timer there.
I just think it looks so tacky.
Yeah, you
Anyway,
know what?
that's just me. I'm special.
So, do you have any stories?
Do I have any stories? Um, well, we have a granddaughter living with us.
Well, that's exciting.
So exciting. Um, I'm happy she's here. What other? My cat, not my cat, Bandit. Bandit is over there scratching on stuff. That cat drives me crazy. I don't have any stories.
Okay, so I got a story.
Good. I don't have any.
And if people don't like bugs, look away. Glad that da la 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 la. That's what you need to do. Okay. So, the start of our heat wave, okay, which was 2 days ago. And when I say heat wave, it's hot. Even for me, it's stifling, like humidity hot.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other day, not yesterday, day before, I went into the washroom and I noticed there were earwigs. Does anybody know what earwigs are?
I do.
Okay. And I seen a couple and I thought, anyway, scooped them up, threw them outside. Okay. You don't belong in here, mister. Get out. But that night, I went into the washroom and the bathroom, okay, this is a slight exaggeration, okay, was covered. They were in the grooves of the tongue and groove in the
Oh
bathroom.
yeah.
They were everywhere. Okay. So of course I'm like picking them up and throwing them in the toilet and pick because I'm not throwing them outside by this time,
Oh
right?
no, there's too many.
I thought there's just no. I'm sorry, it's your day to die. What can I say? So, and I thought, okay, no biggie. Got it cleaned up. Went back to bed, and then I woke up again in the middle of the night to pee, and I turned the light on. Wasn't there a shit ton more? I'm thinking, what the hell is happening? So I got my bug spray and I sprayed around the door of because the bathroom is right beside the back door, like to go outside. So I'm thinking they're
Hmm.
getting in through the bottom of the door or whatever. So I spray it and whatever and collect them all up, throw them down the toilet, and oh, Bob's your uncle. I get up in the middle of the night again. Isn't there a few more?
Dang,
Okay.
they're like infested.
This time, yeah, this time they're in the hallway, not just the bathroom. They're in the hallway.
They're coming after you.
And okay, don't even say that because yesterday, okay, I'm standing here getting ready to do a video and one was on my leg. I just honestly, if there was a hatchet or something, I would have cut my own freaking leg off to get that thing off of me. Okay. I'm not even
I
exaggerating.
know you're not.
That Oh no. Like there's other bugs that I can't stand to look at and whatever, but they're not crawling on me. Anyway, I went to hubby. I said, I don't know what we're doing about this, but something's got to get done. He goes, well, you know, it's they're just trying to get in. And I said, I don't give a fly. And you know what they're trying to do, what they're achieving is driving me cray cray. Okay. So anyway, it's been a nonstop going in, collecting them, going in, collecting them. And it's dwindled down now. Now you go in and there might be two. There, whatever. So I looked it up, you know, what's it called? University of Google or whatever.
Yes.
And apparently what it says is that when you get something like that happen, it's one of a nest has been moved.
Oh,
Something has happened to, you know,
they're home.
disturb their home and they're looking for somewhere else to go. Now, it has to be outside their home. It
They're
has to
home.
be because I don't have a nest of earwigs in my bathroom.
Right.
And we haven't done anything in there to warrant this sort of explosion. So Brad said, I asked Brad, and Brad said, oh, yeah. He goes, I weed whacked around that. So there's this thing at the back door
Uh-huh.
that used to house a clothesline. So you'd step up to it onto this platform, and then the clothesline would go across the backyard. We took that out because we don't use a clothesline. Well, they don't. I love a clothesline. Just saying.
It's great for
Anyway,
coffee dyeing paper.
oh, that I love towels coming in fresh from the outside. That anyway. Let's not dive off into the oblivion. But he said, yeah, we whacked a whole bunch of. I went, oh, okay, so that's what it is. So
You
I
weed
just went
whack their
out.
home.
I went out this morning and I hosed that whole area down with, I don't know, bug raid kind of
Hmm.
thing. And I put down some baking soda and all that along the door. So anyway, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, friends, that my earwig infestation is going to be nil to none
I'm
by
hoping that for
tonight.
you.
I thank you. I appreciate all the thoughts and the kindness.
Thoughts
And
and prayers.
yes, because your girl needs it. Okay. Oh, but I forgot to mention. So it was last night. Okay, okay, so let's just go off a little bit on the deep end here. Oh, sorry.
No, go.
But I don't know if any of you know. I think I've told you, Steph, a couple times that I have floaters in my eyes,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So okay. And so it always looks like to me there's bugs because I get this black little floater. And if any of you don't know, it's an old age thing. You're welcome. But I'm sitting in my bed and I'm, keeping a sharp eye out because I don't want these things teaming down on me. And I'm watching a YouTube channel and all of a sudden out of the corner of my eye, I swear to God, something dropped. Something dropped from that ceiling. So of course I get out of my cozy little nook to go look for something. Do you think I could find anything? No. And I'm sure it was just my floater. Okay. Do y'all feel sorry for me? I
No, I don't feel sorry for you. You're great.
anyway, that's my story.
Now that I don't have the earwigs, we have the big flying cockroaches.
Okay, that I'm sorry. I'd have to burn my house down.
Oh my gosh. Like I did get my little combat things and they do help, but talking about one being on your leg, this was like a year or so ago, but I was filming and I had a roach crawl up my leg. Let me
Ugh.
tell you, I pushed back in this chair so hard, dang near killed my. Ugh. To this day, I mean, anytime a cord like this cord, it was like tickles my leg or something, I'm just like, what is that? Oh,
I know. It's the same thing if a hair falls on my leg because I'm wearing shorts. It's so hot,
yes.
right? If a hair, I'm like, what is it?
I know.
Like,
Or
is
the
that
God forbid, I don't know, the cat's in here and it walks by.
right?
Ah! It's like, oh. I had
It's
one in here the other day was big roaches, and I didn't have anything to kill, to kill it with. The only thing I had on my desk was some spray adhesive. Worked. That sucker got sprayed to the cardboard box that
oh,
was over here. It was like,
well, I thought they were coming up from the shower drain because I'm thinking, how are they getting in?
oh, from
And
the
George
back
said to me,
door.
no, they're coming from the back door. It's like they're just,
And they're so tiny, they can get
they,
into all the little creaks
yeah,
and crevices.
yeah.
I mean, if stink
So,
bugs can find their way in, so can those. Those
oh,
are even
stink bugs.
smaller.
Let's, I'm not going to say it too loudly, but I haven't seen one in
Uh-oh, you know what's happening
a while.
tonight.
I know.
And it's not going to be a floater.
So it's not going to be a floater.
It's not going to be a floater.
God damn it.
I'm gonna get this crazy message in the middle of the night. Dang it.
Yeah.
Dead commit stuff.
So that's
So
that.
funny.
That's all I gotta say. You know, crazy world and the country.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. We don't even but these are the big tree roaches. We have a ginormous tree in our front yard.
Yeah,
Um, and every summer they come in because they're trying to get out of the heat and they're trying to find a water source
yeah,
and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, the other day Lacey was eating one. Good for her. She needs to like eat them all. Like, I don't
yeah.
care. She doesn't lick me. I don't kiss her mouth.
Well, it's funny because when in the midst of dinner and talking about the earwigs and, the bugs alike,
Great
I,
dinner
I,
conversation.
right? I said to the fam jam, I said, but you know what I haven't noticed this year? Um, is June bugs. We used to get June bugs like hitting the windows and those things are massive. I haven't seen or heard a June bug this June.
That's interesting.
But you want to know why? Brad said, he said maybe it's because it's been too wet. It's
Oh,
June. It rained practically the whole month of June.
maybe. We have them. I mean, they're here.
Yeah. Oh.
I can send you some. I mean, if
No
you miss
thanks.
them.
We're
No,
good.
you're good.
We're,
All right.
we're yeah, we don't
I
need it.
mean,
I'm
I'm
not
not.
missing them. I just made a comment that maybe I thought it was just me.
Oh, and the locusts. Oh my, are the cicadas or the katydids or whatever you want to call them,
Oh my God.
screeching. I mean, they're just going bananas in the front yard. Shells everywhere.
Oh, joy, oh,
So,
bliss.
welcome to the Bug Podcast.
Yeah.
What is that? Entomology with your entomologist.
That's hilarious.
No, we have a fun podcast for y'all today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
do.
I'm kind of looking forward to it. You
I
know
am
what?
too. It's gonna be fun.
I think we did one like this long, long time ago, but I can't remember. Have I got this off my head?
I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I could not tell you one freaking detail. So
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I mean, it could have been a
Let
dream. It could be something that we did. I don't know.
let's hope our listeners don't remember. Oh, I'm sure there's a couple who'll say, "Yep," on you know
Yes. And with the link.
on April 3rd, 1995, you'd
We didn't know each other in 1995. That'd be a miracle. Be like in 1995. Y'all did.
yeah.
Uh, so
Oh well.
I know we've taken a quiz before, but we're going to do it
Oh,
different. So
okay.
today we are going to take a quiz, an online quiz.
Sure are.
And so I'm going to read the questions so y'all know what the questions are. And I'll also read the answers, but Lorie and I are not going to say the what we are choosing. I am going to take the quiz based on what I think Lorie would answer, and Lorie's going to take the same exact quiz and answer the way she thinks I would answer. And we're going to see how that goes.
Okay, so once we've answered and
Yes.
either we're right or wrong, we'll discuss it. Because we
Yes.
can't wait. Obviously, we can't wait till the end
No,
to.
because we won't know. We're not going to
Or do you
remember
want
what
to?
we just did.
Or do you want to take the quiz each other as we're going through the questions, and then we can reveal what our psychological assessment is?
However you want to do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so
And
we are going to do, which one are we doing? My communication style or what type of mindset do you really have?
I thought it was what type of mindset.
Okay, that's good. Take quiz. All right, start.
And does it say psychological assessment? Open.
It says, what type of mindset do you really have? It's a lady with some red glasses.
Okay, I have to go back. Yes,
Okay,
start.
start.
And then it says, oh, okay. Mine didn't say that right
You
off the get-go.
fail at a task. What's your next step?
Okay, let me read the answers. Okay, so let's read the answers because, people aren't seeing it, so we have to give them content.
I could share my screen and they could see it. But if they're listening, it's not helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fail at a task. What's your next step? A, starting fresh. What's my first step? Question mark. Um, Shield up. I'll try again later. Just a tweak and I'm back. Time to build a better plan.
Okay, so you're going to
Um,
answer the way you think I would answer. I'm
right,
answering for you.
right. Um, okay, so my answer for Steph is just a tweak and I'm back.
See, I would have picked for me time to build a better plan because how many times have I said, okay, it's time to plan my life? uh, but yeah, I mean,
Well,
I could see that too. Just a
the
tweak and I'm
reason
back.
why I picked that is because usually you just keep hammering at what it, and then
Hmm.
it's works itself out.
Yeah. So what I picked for you is shield up. I'll just try again.
That's exactly right.
Awesome.
Yeah, because in all honesty, yeah, it's abort, abort is
Yeah.
my first thing.
Okay, continue to the next one.
Okay.
All right. How do you feel when a peer outshines you? Now, I did realize when you were reading the answers, they were in a different order, but they were the same answer. So, A, I'm just starting, so no worries. B, I tweak my strategy for next time. C, I see it as a learning moment. D, I have an advertisement that has covered up my screen.
Oh,
Go
I was
away.
going to say I'm not reading that. uh,
It won't, oh, it has 15 seconds. You can finish reading them if you don't have an advertisement covering your
okay,
screen.
so D is I'm just starting, so no worries. So, um, how do you feel when a peer outshines you? And um, I'm going to respond
Won't.
for Steph as she tries to figure out her
I know, it won't
screen.
go away.
Oh,
Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Refresh. Okay. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Um,
So my answer that I think Steph is going to uh, pick is I see it as a learning moment.
yeah, that's a that's accurate. Um, I don't know. I'm having a hard time picking for you. How do I feel when a peer outshines? I want to say that it's either A, I see it as a learning moment, or B, I'm just starting, so no worries. I'm going to go with I'm just starting, so no worries.
See, B B on my screen is I tweak my strategy for next time. So our A, B, C, D is kind of
Yeah,
skewed.
they are. So I would
Okay.
say I'm gonna pick. I'm just starting, so no worries.
Okay. Um, so you in agreement with my choice for you, right?
Yes,
And I just said that whole sentence, so I have time to think about whether I agree with you or not.
and you can say what you.
Part, I know, but I agree with it to a certain degree. But part of me does I defend my current achievement fiercely.
I know, but see, to me,
Because
it depends on who and why and how.
absolutely, and that's why I was kind of struggling between the two. Because yeah, if it's someone that's actually stealing my content and thriving on that, you know what I mean, and doing
Yes,
better than what I'm doing, then yeah, I get a little pissy. Has that happened? Not that I'm aware of, but I'm just saying hypothetically,
right.
if that were to happen, that's what I would do. But for the most part, you know what they say when, you know, people do better than you, you're happy for them. And I truly am from in most cases,
I know.
right?
So we're good.
We're good.
All right,
Um,
next. It's your turn to read.
okay. So the next one is a mentor offers advice. How do you respond? I'm not going to say A, B, C, or D because we're all off on the skew.
Yes.
So I'm going to go. Let's build on that idea together. I'll tweak it to fit my style. I'll defend my approach. Thanks anyway. Great advice. Where do I start? Okay, so let's remind ourselves of what the question is. A mentor offers advice. How do you respond? It depends on, well,
I
if
know. These are kind of subjective. So,
the problem is that okay, so I first off I was going to say depends on what mentor you're talking about. But if they're a mentor, they should be someone that
you trust
is
and
yeah.
admire and all that.
Um
So you're
so
answering for me.
yeah, so I think Steph is going to say I'll tweak it to fit my style.
You really know me well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you would say, and I'm torn between two, but I think that you would be like, let's build on that idea together.
Well, okay. I'm glad you
Either
think that.
either that or great advice, where do I start?
That's what it would be.
Okay,
Because
that's
most likely it's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. How do I do that? Right?
I keep trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna be like, this is what she is.
No,
This is
but
Lorie.
you know what? I think you're right in the sense that part of me is like that. Let's like I want to be community. I want to be, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I like to do things together. That's why I like doing collabs and all that kind of stuff because I love anyway, but off the get-go, if I were to say it right off the get-go, I would say great advice, where do I start? Because a lot of times you have really good ideas and then I'll go, "Oh, yeah, that sounds great, but I don't know how to do
And then I'll be
that."
like, I'll just do it for you.
But even still, like there was, I think
Yeah.
I can't remember what Facebook. I said, "Oh, I wish I could make that in Canva." Someone had made, I don't know whether it was a printable or anyway. I can't remember. I wish I could make that in Canva. And she says, "Well, do you have a computer?" I wanted to laugh out loud and go, "Oh yeah, I got two of them. I just don't know how to do it." So do you see my
Still,
point?
yes.
That's the thing.
All
Okay.
right, continue. All right, you face a
So,
difficult puzzle. How do you proceed?
oh
I
good
dive
Lord.
in piece by piece. I tweak strategies until it clicks. I stare blankly, unsure where to start. I guard my progress fiercely. Okay.
I think Steph is going to say I dive in piece by piece.
Mm, there's one that fits me better.
I tweak strategies until it clicks.
Yeah. I'll keep playing with something until I'm like, that's it. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? So I mean, I do kind of dive in and I'm like, okay, let's get this done. But I also have to like work it
yeah,
and make it like fit the way I want to. Like with organizing my office, sometimes I would just sit back and just stare at the things and be like, okay, this needs to go there. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
piece that. So, I mean, honestly, it's both of those kind of together. But if I had to pick one, I would do the strategies until it clicks. You face a difficult puzzle. How do you proceed? Um, I'm gonna say for you, I stare blankly, unsure where to start.
Wrong.
What do you do?
I dive in piece by piece because you know what I do when I'm doing a puzzle? I'll do pieces and then I'll have like 40 little puzzles until they all come together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't work on, some people work on one corner and then build and build and build. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't do that. I I work on little putting pieces that all fit and then piece them all together.
Okay. Now I'm clicking on the answers you give me, like what we agree on, so the end result is accurate for you.
Oh, I'm doing my own.
Okay, then I'll do my own. I just did that one. We have agreed on everything until that point.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
So, how do you handle a new, unfamiliar challenge? Oh my God, I run away panicking. Let me see. I protect what works and cautiously explore. I tweak things until they fit just right. I dive in head first, no hesitation. I'm all about learning the basics first.
All right, answer for me.
Answer for Steph would be uh, I tweak things until they fit just right.
Yeah. Okay, my answer for you would be I'm all about learning the basics first.
100%. Look at
All
us
right.
go.
I know, look at us. Okay, you succeed unexpectedly. What's your reaction? Let's tweak the let's tweak the process for next time. Time to build on this momentum. Guarding the success like a treasure. Whoa, where do I even start now? I'm gonna answer for Lorie. I'm gonna say guarding the success like a treasure.
Yeah, because you know what? Me above all people will be surprised. Right? Um, I think Steph is going to say, time to build on this momentum.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, next.
Continue.
How do you interpret your reflection in the mirror? Oh man, why does this have to get so personal?
I know, right? Okay, are we
I
gonna be honest?
Yeah, let's be honest. I see potential and endless possibilities. Okay. I'm figuring out what's looking back. I admire the familiar, strong presence. I notice a few things to tweak. Um, okay, for Steph, I think I'm going to go with I admire the familiar, strong presence.
Okay, that may be how you see me. That is not how I see me.
Oh, okay. How do you see you?
I am trying to figure out what's looking back.
Yeah, I was going to go between one or the other, and I thought no, because you're pretty. I don't know, you're pretty confident. You like your hair, and you like, you know what I mean. So I thought,
Yeah,
okay,
okay, I
maybe
get that.
that's why I was saying that way.
For you, I'm gonna say I notice a few things to tweak. So it's between that or I'm figuring out what's looking back.
It's the I'm figuring it out. Only because I'm literally every single time I look at myself in the mirror, I see a new crevice that wasn't there the day before. And I'm thinking, what the heck? What happened there?
I know.
So,
Oh, I'm
anyway.
breaking out like I'm 12. Like I don't even understand all these little things happening.
Yeah.
Okay, next. What do you do when plans fall apart? Fall apart with them. I don't even know if that's an answer. Okay, what do you
Thank
do when
God I don't
plans
have to go
fall
out.
apart? I roll with the punches, no sweat. I tweak the plan until it works. I defend the original plan fiercely. I pause and ponder my next move.
Okay, so oh, you're gonna
I
go.
don't see an answer for you on here.
Oh, I do. Right off the get-go, I knew it.
Okay, what's your answer for me?
Um, I think yours is I tweak the plan until it works.
Yes. I am a tweaker. Not a twerker, a tweaker.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. For you, I really am torn between two things, but I'm going to say the one I feel like is more you that is here is I pause and ponder my next move.
Yes.
Okay. Because what's not on here is I just go curl up in my bed and watch YouTube.
Rock back and forth in the fetal position.
I was like, wait, her answer isn't even on here. She's just
or
like, I don't
or
know.
or I was kind of leaning towards that. I'm going to go with the flow and what roll with the punches or whatever because I don't want to go out anyway. So care don't. Okay,
Okay.
next. How do you approach a steep learning curve? Oh my gosh. I'm just figuring out where to start. I tweak my approach until it clicks. I dive in head first, no fear. I stick to what I know works. Well, because Steph is a tweaker, I think I'm going to self-proclaimed. I think I'm going to say I tweak my approach until it clicks.
I would. That's just how my
Yeah,
brain
I know
works.
you would.
For you, I'm going to say I just stick with what I know works. It
Yeah. God,
is amazing how much we know each other. This is
I'm so
awesome.
laid back, right? Okay, what's this one? You see a ladder, what does it mean to you? How do I even climb this thing? Time to add a few rungs, maybe. I stand guard at the base. I see a ladder. I build a tower. Um, I think what I'm gonna see, we're talking personality here, right?
Yes.
So, I think I'm gonna say for Steph, I see a ladder. I build a tower. Personality wise.
Yeah, I see that. We can go with that. For you, I say I'll stand guard at the base.
Yepper pepper. That's right. Stand guard at the base.
You're
First
like,
off,
oh,
I ain't climbing anything. Certainly ain't gonna add rungs to what I might have to climb. So no. And I'm
but
not
the
building
thing is,
any.
though, you are great support. You're standing at the base and you're
Yeah.
holding, you're
Oh
making
yeah,
sure that you're supporting the person
I
that
could
is going up the ladder.
100%. I could be there for anybody, anytime, anyway. And
Hmm.
but
You're a
to
great
actually
supporter. But
okay.
everybody needs that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody has to stand there and hold the ladder for the
Yeah.
person that's climbing it. So it's needed regardless. Okay, how do you react to constructive criticism? I defend my stance, but listen to. I turn it into a project. I tweak my approach, no sweat. I'm just getting my feet wet here.
Okay, this one's hard.
Yeah,
How
because
do you
it.
react to constructive criticism? Um,
I know what
oh
mine
my
is, and it's,
God.
yeah.
I think yours
Honestly,
is, I think yours is, I defend my stance, but listen to.
yep. Because here's the thing for me, I put a lot of thought into everything I do.
Hmm.
So I am very open to constructive criticism,
Yeah.
but I made the choice to do whatever it is I did, and it was not a choice, just a fly off the handle kind of choice. There was
Yeah,
a lot of stuff goes into it. So I will defend
exactly.
myself, but I will also listen, and then I will probably tweak. But I'm not going to just tweak it and no sweat. No,
Yeah.
there's a lot of sweat going into
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
and what's funny is I say the same thing, that you would do the same thing, that you would defend your stance, but you would also listen.
Yeah.
So we're the same in that area.
Yeah. And then depending on who was giving me the criticism,
Oh yeah.
I'd be saying,
Yeah. Go fluff your duff somewhere else.
fluff it big time.
Somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay. What's your response to a friend's success? Didn't we not just say that? Anyway.
I don't know.
Oh no, it was not. It was anyway, doesn't matter. Uh wow, where do I even start? Let's tweak our strategies together. Yeah, it was the same thing. I defend my spot next. Time to build on my time to build my own empire.
I don't like any of these
I
responses.
don't either.
Because if my friend is successful, I'm cheering them on.
Yeah,
Your success has nothing to do with me.
no.
Does that make sense? I
Okay,
don't
but we
know.
have to
Okay.
pick
I
one. We
know.
have
I
to
know.
pick one. So I'm going to say, for you, I'm going to say, I'll defend my next spot,
Yeah.
just so that you go take yours and
Yes. And
right.
then I'll do
We'll
mine. And I'm
right.
gonna say the same thing for you.
That's what I would say for me.
Yeah. It's the closest to yay for you, and
Yeah.
I'm over here doing my thing, but I am so
Yes.
supportive of yours. So
Yeah. Okay. How do you approach learning something new? Gosh. Dive in head first, figure it out later. Staring at the starting line, unsure yet. Stick to tried and true methods, no surprises. Tweak and adjust until it clicks. Oh my God, it's the same thing over and over again. Um, uh, for you, I don't know. This one's really hard, I think. And I know I'm gonna say it just because that's just the way you are. Tweak and adjust until it clicks,
yeah, for that, yes.
right? Yeah.
I'm torn between two for you. Um, Either stick to tried and true methods, no surprises, or staring at the starting line, unsure. Because it really depends on what it is. But if it's something brand new, you're just gonna kind of look at it and be like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna say staring at the starting line, unsure yet.
Okay. Well, what I picked for myself is stick to tried and true methods that I know of. But again, it was a difficult choice because I thought of that one too that you
Yeah.
picked, only because I don't know what
What's the
the
context?
something learning. Like, what is
Yeah.
it? Is it a
Is it
new
Canva?
method? Is it yeah, is it a new method of Canva
or
that then you know what I mean?
or is it Photoshop?
So I'm just gonna stick to what I know, right?
Right.
Anyway. But if it's something brand spanking new, then yeah, I'd probably be like, okay, let's just sit back and watch how everybody else is mastering it. Ah, okay.
Here again with the puzzles. And it's not a
Yeah.
real puzzle. It's like
Yeah.
a difficulty.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're given a puzzle. How do you tackle it? I dive in and build from scratch. I defend my current strategy fiercely. I tweak a few things and see. I stare at it, unsure where to start.
This sounds all so familiar. I feel like we're taking the same thing over and over again.
Well, this is it's because if you it's how you answer them
I
anyway.
know. It's a psychological assessment, Lori.
You're given
I
a
think for
puzzle. How do you
Steph,
tackle it?
um, you're given a puzzle.
So you're given a task.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you tackle it? So
Okay.
it's
So for Steph, I think I'm going to pick I dive in and build from scratch.
I can see that.
Would you pick that though for you?
Hmm. Yes. I'm just trying to think of things that I like task I've been given. I'm just like, this makes no freaking sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it my way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yes. Um for you, ah, it's either I dive in and build it from scratch or I stare at it unsure where to start. It depends on the puzzle. It depends on what you're given.
Yeah. See, my first, when I read that, I thought for me is I tweak a few things and see,
Okay.
just see what happens.
Well,
Because here's the thing. I know a lot of our answers are, just stand back and watch and see. Do you know what I mean? Like stare at it and unsure
yeah.
where to start. Again, this is difficult because you don't know what the puzzle is that you're
Yeah, you don't know
given.
the context.
So, right. So I'm thinking, right, when I look at that question, I think, okay, well, whatever puzzle it is, I'm gonna try it. I'm not just gonna sit there and say, okay, no, I no,
Right.
I throw my hands up and say no. But I'll try it and see. And then if it doesn't work, then my hands will go up and go, okay, I tried my best. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So that's kind of
It is. It's not knowing the context, so
it's hard to do. Okay, so how do you handle being told you're wrong? I don't. I'm not wrong.
I don't I'm not familiar with that
Yeah,
feeling.
I'm not familiar with that feeling.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so possible answers are I build a new perspective from it, I tweak my approach and move on, I start fresh and learn from scratch, I defend my stance with confidence. Um, okay, so for Steph, I'm going to right off the get go just say defend my stance with confidence. I wish there was something there like the other one that said I would listen to what they had to say and
Yeah.
go from there, but they don't.
Because
So,
for me, it's between I would build a new perspective because I do listen and I can look at what someone says and be like, there's some validity to it. I may not be 100% wrong, but I understand where they're coming from. So
mhm,
let me build a different perspective. But then on the other hand, if I am confident in what I'm doing, yeah, I'm going to
yeah,
defend that.
yeah,
Um, so I'm going to say yes, that I would do that. And for you, I automatically put I defend my stance with confidence.
100%.
Yeah.
I
Like
know even
there's
even in my heart of hearts, if I know I'm wrong, I'm still going to say no.
yes, I know.
No, that's not true. I'm joking, okay?
Well,
But
okay, again, it depends on who's telling you you're wrong. So,
that's the thing. Depends on what it is and who's saying it.
hmm
So, but they have to have an answer. So there you go. Okay, you see a mountain. What do you think of it? I'm not climbing it.
it's a metaphorical mountain.
I know. Time to conquer that peak. How can I make it better? Let's keep it just as it is. Where do I even start climbing? Okay, so I'm assuming the mountain is some sort of project, some sort of
Yes.
thing in your way or whatever, right?
Yes.
Um, okay, so for Steph, I think I'm gonna say, um, how can I make it better?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
For you, God, I'm gonna say let's just keep it as it is. Or how can I make it better? I'm torn between those two things. What is your answer?
My answer is time to conquer that peak.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but right up as soon as I read that and I went to that one, I went, "Oh, that's mine."
That was that was like, no, that's not her at all.
Isn't that weird?
That is so weird.
First off, because how can I make it better? I care don't. You've put a mountain in front of me, right? The other one, let's just keep it as it is. Well, I'm assuming if you've put a mountain in front of me, you want me to do something with it. So I don't want to leave it as it is. And where do I start climbing? That's not happening. So
I'm out.
so the only other one is time to conquer that peak, meaning I don't know. Look at the thing and just go ahead. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Crazy as it
interesting.
sounds, that's the way I look at it.
That is interesting.
Next.
All right. How do you view your own intelligence?
Oh man, there is no mountain.
I'm always building new mental skyscrapers. I tweak my smarts like a fine tuner. I defend my brain fortress fiercely, just starting to map my brain's potential.
I don't like any of those.
Me either. Okay,
I wanted to say, I wanted
how
to
do
say I'm a
you view it?
freaking genius. Um, okay. I think for Steph, I'm going to say I'm always building new mental skyscrapers. And the reason why I say that, Steph, is because you're always looking to make things bigger and better.
Mm, yeah, I always think there's a better way, more efficient, more effective, something. There's always more. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I go with that. Dang. How do you view your own intelligence? I'm going to go with this because I keep going to this one for you. I defend my brain fortress fiercely.
Okay. So I was going to pick that first. That was my first choice. And
What's
then
your
I read
second
it,
one?
and then I read it a couple of times, and I thought, okay, I tweak my smarts like a fine tuner. I
That's
figure
the other one I was
only
torn
only when I
between.
need to. I don't know. Like,
I was torn between the two.
okay,
Okay.
I remind me to say something about the quiz that I took before we got on
Oh, yes.
about all this. Okay.
Okay. Ah,
Okay, next. How do you react to unexpected praise? I bask in it, guarding my success. I blush and wonder what's next. I smile and start planning improvements. I nod and tweak my approach slightly. Now, right off the get-go, I think for Steph, I smile and start planning improvements.
mhm. I'm like, oh, if they like that, what else will they like?
What else? They like that, I can make it better.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
For you, the first thing that popped into my head is I blush and wonder what's next.
Yeah. That's me.
I know.
If someone gives me a compliment, I go, yeah, okay, whatever. Look
Yeah.
away. What are you, crazy? Okay. Oh, this is your turn.
Yeah, as I yawn. You're at the start of a race. What's your mindset?
Oh my gosh.
Let's tweak the plan on the fly. I'll defend my position fiercely. I'm ready to build my legacy. I'm just figuring out where to start. You're at the start of a race. What's your mindset? For Lorie, I want to say I'll defend my position fiercely. You're definitely not planning on the fly. Um, I don't know. Maybe you're ready to build your legacy. I'm gonna go with I'll defend my position fiercely.
Uh, I'm going to agree with you. Part of me is like just figuring out where to start, just because it's a race, right? You're at the start of a race. I'm like, okay, how am I going to manage this one? But I do think you're right in that. There's two sides of me, friends, okay?
Yes. I know I'm trying to figure out which side of the Lorie is this on. It's like
Sybil saying she's right. She's right.
so is it the oh my gosh, what do I do? Or dang it,
Yeah,
I am
that's
doing
it.
this. So it's like okay, I picked.
Okay.
Oh, you
How do
haven't
you?
picked for me.
Yeah, I did.
Which one was it?
It was the I have to go back now. It was the one where you were going to do. Anyway, hold on. I have to go back now. Sorry. I thought I did pick for you. Um, oh, I didn't pick for you. Start of the race. What's your mindset? I'm ready to build my legacy.
Yes.
Okay. So, how do you deal with a setback?
Oh.
Um, I tweak my approach until it works. I pause, then plan my next move. I rebuild better and stronger every time. I stand firm and hold my ground. Um, this one's difficult. There's two that I want to pick for Steph. Uh, hmm. Oh my gosh, Steph. Okay, I'm just going to pick it. I rebuild better and stronger every time.
Um actually I would pause and then plan my next move. If it is a setback, I have to stop and really look at why. Why was it a setback? And what can I do to make it better, right? Um for me those two go hand in hand.
Yeah,
But
me too.
if I have a setback, I do have to take a moment and pause. I'm not one of those people be like, "Oh, that's great. Oh, that didn't work. Let's just do that." I'm not
No,
that kind of my person.
yeah,
That's not me. I have to be like, "Okay." After I wipe my tears and call my friend Lorie and be like, "Oh my god, can you believe this happened?" Then
yeah,
I would pause and then kind of figure out why. I have to know why did I have that setback? What did I not do? And then how do I go forward? So to me, those go hand in hand, but I have to pause first.
yeah,
How do you deal with a setback? I want to say that you pause and then plan your next move.
yeah. I agree. Talk about it endlessly.
Yeah, yes. Okay, but we both do. I'm a verbal processor though, so I have to talk about everything endlessly so I can make
Yeah,
sure that it's, whatever.
yeah. Okay, next. You encounter a mirror. What do you see? Did we not just do this?
uh,
Just a few tweaks needed here. Who's that? Time to find out.
No.
Ready to face the world unchanged. I see a masterpiece in progress. Okay, Steph, it's just a few tweaks needed here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm assuming it's a mirror as you're passing by. Not
Yeah.
much you can do, right? So that's what I would think.
For you, I'm gonna say ready to face the world unchanged because you'd be like, I don't give.
That's exactly right. That 100%. First off, I don't wear makeup, so I don't need to, make sure my massive eyelashes are falling off or like I don't have any of that.
Me.
And usually my hair's up in a freaking stupid clip, so it is what it is.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. How do you feel about trying a new hobby? I'll tweak my schedule to fit it in. I'm curious, but where do I start? I'm ready to dive into something new. I'm sticking with my tried and true hobbies. For Lorie, I'm gonna say that I'm ready to dive into something new. If it's a hobby, right? Because then there's no pressure. There's a difference between a hobby and a job. So I think I've watched you go from planning to your composite notebooks back into junk journaling. I think you're just like, okay, I'm gonna go buy all the things and I'm just gonna do it. That's what I'm picking for you.
Okay. So my right off the get-go was I'm sticking with my tried and true hobbies. Just I have no interest in anything else right now.
Not right now, but in general, if you wanted to try a new hobby, you would just go do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
What is your answer for me?
I think I'm curious, but where do I start? Because you would do, and I say that only because you would see a new hobby, but you would investigate the heck out of it,
I do.
right?
Yes, everything I need,
Yes,
a storage for it. Like what am I doing?
exactly.
So, yeah.
So I think that's
They're
probably
right. Look at us. Look at us knowing each other.
how do you
How do you
handle it?
handle teachers' feedback? Okay, let's just pretend like I'm back in college. I take notes and build on it. I defend my work, feedback in mind. I tweak things until they shine. Feedback, I'm just starting to figure it out. Okay, I know what my answer is for myself. For Lorie, I think it's the same. I don't know. Okay, now that I don't want to give away the answer, so you have to answer for me first.
Okay, so for stuff I take notes and build on it.
Yes. But I say the same thing about you.
Yeah, that's what I say too
Yeah.
about me.
Okay, look at us. That was easy.
Okay, you see a journey ahead. What do you anticipate?
Helen
Fun and
heartache.
fun and drinks.
I put Helen heartache. You're like fun and dreams.
Just figuring out where to start. I refine the path as I go. I'll guard the routine with care. I'm ready to blaze new trails. So for stuff, I'm like, okay, I'll refine the path as I go.
Um, I'm more along the lines of I'll guard the routine with care. But again, it depends. I mean, I would start out, this is how it's going to go, and I'm going to guard my process. But on the journey, I can see where I may have to refine it. But I would start out with I'm going to, I have a plan, and this is the plan, and this is how we're going to
Yeah,
do things. um, And I was gonna say the same thing with for you as I'll guard the routine with care.
that's what I picked.
Okay.
That is what I picked. Gosh,
How
how
do you
many?
react to a challenging video game? Okay.
I don't play video
Me
games.
either. Okay. How do you react to a challenging video game? Um, for Lorie, I'm gonna say I start fresh, learning as I go.
What are the options?
I tweak my approach until I succeed. I start fresh, learning as I go. I build a strategy and dive in. I defend my progress with persistence.
Okay. So I'm going to pick the same thing. It's a start fresh, learn as I go. Because
Yeah,
it's
because
quite literally all I could do,
yeah, I know,
right?
me
And
too. I
the
don't
same
do
with you.
video
Like,
games.
you know,
I tried.
we're
I tried so hard to play a video game with my husband. I couldn't get out of the what is it, the practice thing.
the
I
practice thing.
I
I don't
couldn't
even
even
know what that is. There's a practice thing?
on some. Like it was
Oh,
practice so you learn how to because I had to ride a horse and shoot a bow and arrow. No.
oh,
That poor horse was
look it.
going off of cliffs. I was
Jeez.
shooting stuff. It was so awful. I
Okay.
tried. I just can't. Video
Yeah,
games are not my thing.
no, me neither. I don't have the dexterity. Okay, next. How do you feel about long-term goals? Oh man. Long-term goals, question mark. I'm already building them. I defend my goals like a fortress. I tweak my goals as I go. Oh my God, it's the same answers. Goals, still figuring out where to start. Okay. I think I'm going to pick long-term goals. I'm already building them for Steph because she's always working on them.
You would think that would be the case.
Oh, I'm
Um,
wrong?
I kind of tweak my goals as I go along. I've made a lot of different changes, and especially in my business, right?
Yeah.
And so, do I have long-term goals? Yes, but they keep changing.
Mhm.
So I think I'm just kind of tweaking as I go because there's all these external factors that keep affecting. If it was just me and nobody else to consider, it would be different. But because of that, things have to, I mean, they've changed since when you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can see how you would think that, but I would honestly have to say I tweak my goals as I go along. Um, and I'm going to say the same for you.
Yeah, you
And for the
think.
same reason.
No. I picked goals, still trying to figure out where to start.
Okay.
I have so many of them. I don't know what to prioritize.
Mm.
And again, that goes, we'll all know the answer to why I'm saying all this when reveal my situation of the quiz I took beforehand.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm changing all my answers.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You're asked to lead a project. What's your approach? Let's build the dream team and innovate. Where do I even start with this? I'll tweak the existing plan for success. I'll move our current achievement. I'll protect our current achievements fiercely. And I think what I'm going to choose for Steph, let's build a dream team and innovate.
Yep. That's exactly what I would do if I was asked to lead a project. Um and if you were asked to lead a project, you would do the same thing
Yes.
because you've been asked to lead projects.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is who needs to be a part of it, blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
we're the same in that.
100%. Okay, let's see where we are. Oh my God, we're still going.
I know. I don't know how many
It
there are. How
doesn't say.
how do you view talent, innate or developed?
Ah, I don't even know. So the choices are just getting started on my talent journey. Talent's a toolbox. Let's build it up. Talent's a fortress. I guard it fiercely. I tweak talent like a DJ's mix.
Okay, I know which one is mine. And okay, for you, I'm gonna pick just getting started on my talent journey.
Um, I wouldn't have picked that.
Okay.
I tweak talent like a DJ's mix. Like it's all over the joint. You know what I mean?
You are gonna DJ my next party.
I'm
Like, do it again.
yeah, because I mean I've done quite a bit of things. Like I've crocheted, I've like you said, junk journal, decorative planning. Like there I do
That's
have
true.
talents. So I'm not just getting started on it.
That's true. All right,
But
what's your answer for me?
um I think talent's a toolbox. Let's build it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You face a
Okay.
race. How do you prepare? Lord,
Oh.
now we're preparing for the race. I Google how to run a race.
Hey?
I tweak my playlist and gear. I stick to my tried and true routine. I build a custom training plan.
Okay.
Okay, your answer is I Google how to run a race.
And so is yours.
Yes.
It should say, I Google how to run a race and survive.
That's so true.
Right?
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, next. How do you respond to a friend's constructive feedback? Depends on what friend it is and if they really are a friend. But feedback, I'm just getting started. I'll defend my choices, thanks. I love good feedback session. I'll tweak things, no worries. Um, I'm going to say for Steph, I love good feedback session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I think with Steph, as long as you're kind about what you're saying and it you really want the best for whatever she's doing, then she'll take that with
yeah, I love feedback. I beg for
yeah,
it. Like, leave a
yeah,
comment, blah blah blah, blah, leave a review. I wouldn't it
yeah,
is so hard to continue to do something when you don't know.
yeah. What's working and what's not, and
I mean,
you
the
know what I
only
mean?
the only gauge I have is I have sales. People buy my stuff,
Yeah,
right? But I don't get any feedback on as to why. Why did they choose that?
yeah,
And like in the form of a review, it was easy, it was this, it was that. It's
yeah.
anyway. Um, okay, that is mine. Okay, I am gonna answer this based on me being the friend giving you constructive feedback. And I'm gonna say that you also love a good feedback session.
Yeah. That's why I said right off the get-go, depends on who it's coming from and
Mm-hmm.
if they really are uh, wanting me to succeed.
Right.
You know, there's some that say, "Oh, don't do that. Oh, you
Oh,
shouldn't do
we're
that."
done.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
600 hours later.
Isn't
Okay.
it?
So I am going to read what Lorie is since I answered for Lorie. Lorie,
Yeah,
you are a defender.
that's what it is. I didn't do it for you, so I did it based on me.
Huh?
I did I did my answers based on what I chose. So
Oh,
we
I did.
could
My
tell
answer is
everybody.
based on what I chose for you.
Oh,
It's okay. You're
yeah.
a defender. You've got your systems, your strengths, and your comfort zones. You protect them. When something feels shaky, you pull back. You don't like to fail out loud, but you're not checked out. You're cautious, you're calculated, and with the right push, you could surprise yourself. Honestly, I think I'm the same thing.
I think so because we got so many of the
So
same
many
ones,
of,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. So I think it's the same thing.
I think we're just the same. Because the quiz we took before this together, we were the same.
Yeah.
Look at us being the
Yep.
same.
We did
We're just twins.
a test quiz. So
Yes.
before we even started a test quiz, I did are you what was it? Do you have ADHD?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to know what the response was? I don't even know how to say this. You have severe ADHD. Please consider discussing with your doctor. What?
Poor
I
Lorie.
what? I
Because you told me last night you were taking that quiz. You're like, I'm taking a quiz on if I have ADHD. I was like, you do, I do, we all do.
yeah, that's
Like
exactly right.
everybody does.
But yeah, apparently I need to seek help immediately. Shocker, right?
That's so funny.
Well, that was fun.
That was
I thought
fun.
that, yeah.
We're the
I
same.
think I think next time we have to find one that's silly,
Okay.
not so personality oriented
Yeah.
because, you know.
It was
Um,
fun though.
yeah,
Oh my
very
gosh.
fun.
Okay, darling. Well, that's all we
Darling,
got.
that's it.
And that is it. So we will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.